One of the biggest priorities for players that have just started Red Dead Online is to get as much money as possible so that they can afford some of those bigger and better items. But of course, right at the beginning, it's incredibly slow. After the introduction, you're free to go into stranger missions and even some of the main missions, but they really don't pay too much. That's why in this video, we are going to be going through step by step the best way for you to start from the beginning and go all the way to 100k as fast as possible. Before I do get into the video, this video is brought to you by Skillshare. It's no secret that I've created a lot of gaming channels, and because I've created so many, I know how to get them partnered in about 1 to 2 months without needing to promote them on other social media accounts. And I always get asked, how do I do it? That's why I've created an in-depth course on Skillshare covering everything. It goes through the basics of creating a new YouTube channel, but it quickly scales up into doing keyword research, planning videos, recording, editing, creating thumbnails, and eventually getting monetized, where you can actually start running your YouTube channel like a business by outsourcing the work. If you're interested in having your own gaming channel, there is a link in the description down below, which will give you 1 free month of Skillshare for the first 100 people who sign up. So make sure that you're quick and do go and watch that course so you know exactly the process of what I go through for every single video and for every single new YouTube channel that I create. Link to that can be found in the description down below. And getting back into the video, we have gone over something similar to this before, but the last time that we did go from a 0 to 100k video, it was actually back in 2020, and since then a lot has changed. It's also worth saying that for this video, as we are looking at starting a game and going to get 100k as quickly as possible, that for those that have been playing this game for a long time, there's really no point. You're welcome to click off this video now because the information that you're going to get isn't new, but for everyone else, stay around because this is the way that you do it. Right at the beginning, you have no choice. You'll have to customize your character, go through the Red Dead Online introduction, and then you're put within free roam. Once you are within free roam, you have a bit more of a choice, but it's still limited. Your options, because you haven't got any gold bars, is to either go through stranger missions, complete awards, complete daily challenges, or go off into main missions. Your best bet here is to go through main missions. With the main missions, there's 13 in total. 4 require you to be honorable, 4 dishonorable, and then 5 that doesn't matter. With this, I always recommend that you start off going honorable first, because later it's a lot easier for you to turn dishonorable rather than it being the other way around. Of course, with this, not always you have a choice, because you will be paired up with other types of players that are going through the exact same missions that you are. And if they all vote to go dishonorable when you're wanting to go honorable, well, you don't have a say. With these 13 missions, it may take some time to go through. Each of them is anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes long, plus on top of that, there is a cooldown or at least a waiting time for once that mission is completed before the next one shows up. Once they are finally completed, you'll have around $1,000 and 10 gold bars. This also does depend what you are doing in between the missions with daily challenges, awards, stranger missions, or even looting bodies. It's also recommended to do all the things that I've just said, especially starting your daily challenges, because this will lead to you earning a lot more gold than if you didn't. But once all 13 missions are done, unfortunately you do not have enough to actually go into one of the roles where we can actually start earning a lot more money. Instead, this is where you're going to head over to St. Denis and you're going to go to this location to find the Blood Money missions. The Blood Money missions are very similar to what you're going to be doing for Stranger missions, and they do have the exact same payout reward. But a bonus with Blood Money missions is that you can earn a currency called Capitali, and Capitali can be used to go into opportunities later, which does have a much higher gold payout. For you to get anything else similar to this within the game, you must put up 15 gold bars for you to enter this role, and with the Blood Money missions, the cash that you're going to be earning from this isn't anything too special, but the real reason that we have to do it at this stage is because of gold. Gold needs to hit at least 15 gold bars for you to then buy into the roles. This is why when going through the story missions earlier, I did also recommend that you did go through the daily challenges and also some of your rewards. The quicker that you can get to 15 gold bars, the quicker you can skip all of this and just get straight to the point in when you're earning good money. Once you do get 15 gold bars, this is where we move on to buying the first role, which is the collector. Now, if you was just going to go straight through Red Dead Online as quickly as possible with getting all the roles, and you didn't have a sole focus on just making money, you also wanted to get gold, then I would actually recommend going bounty hunter. But as we're looking to get to $100,000 as quickly as possible, the best thing for you to do and the best role to start out with is the collector role. The cool thing about the collector is that you can actually pick up collectibles before actually buying into the role itself. You can stumble across these within free roam, or you'll even be able to loot them from bodies. The only issue is that you're not able to sell these collectibles until you actually buy into the role itself, so this is why we're actually doing this. Once you get into the collector role, you can actually use the genre collector map. This map will show you every single collectible location, and because the collectible locations change every single day, it will always keep you up to date. So link to this can be found in the description down below, or you can just head over to Google and just type in collector map Red Dead Online, and it will be the first one that pops up. Typically, if you're going to be solely focusing on just collecting, you can probably complete around 3 collector sets within 1 hour. And if you're only going to be playing 1 hour a day and you're only wanting to make money during that time, then I recommend just looking at the family heirlooms, the pentacles tarot cards, and also the swords tarot cards. These are known as guaranteed sets, which means that the locations in which that genre collector map shows the collectible locations within the world, if you went to collect every single one of them, you'll get exactly 1 set. This is the guaranteed, and you'll be able to sell it at its maximum price. But there's other types of collector sets such as coins, arrowheads, jewelry, and the fossils, which are entirely random. It'll still show collectible locations where you can find one of these collectibles, but it's entirely random of what collectible you get, making it a lot harder for you to actually finish the set. This is why I recommend going for these guaranteed sets right at the beginning, because they're guaranteed. Even though they offer less money, it actually works out being more because you know you're going to be getting exactly that. Whereas the ring set, which does offer $540 for completing, is probably going to take you around 3 days for you to actually finish the set. If you're looking to put more time into the game, as in spend more than just 1 hour going through this collector role, which is a bit boring, but if you are looking to really get that money going, then after the family heirlooms, the pentacle tarot cards, and the sword tarot cards, this is the order in which I recommend going through for the rest of the collector sets if you're going to be going through all of them. This is your cups tarot cards, wands tarot cards, bird eggs, alcohol bottles, wildflowers, coins, rings, earrings, necklaces, mega fauna fossils, arrowheads, oceanic fossils, bracelets, and coastal fossils. This is the order for you to go through the guaranteed sets where you're able to get the most amount of money all the way down to the least, and then it'll go through the random sets where you're able to make the most amount of money all the way down to the least. During this time, you also want to make sure that you're still going through daily challenges and awards, because the collector does not pay gold, and you still need the gold to unlock more roles. Once you build up enough gold again, the next role that you want to be aiming for is the Moonshiner, because it can earn passive income. But you can't go straight to the Moonshiner. Here you have 2 options. The first option is that you build up enough gold so that you can buy into the trader, get to rank 5, or do at least 1 trade delivery, and then build up enough gold again for you to then buy into the Moonshiner. This way will take some time, but at the end, you'll have both the trader and the Moonshiner. The second option, and the way that I recommend, is that you link up with another player who has already had the trader, and lets you tag along for a trader delivery. This will unlock the Moonshiner, and you just need to earn 25 gold bars to buy into the Moonshiner, and you can completely skip the trader. To actually find players to tag along with, you can either message people that's currently within your lobby, or you can go and join our Discord, which yet again, there is a link in the description down below. The trader as well, once fully set up, can offer passive income, but it takes more time for you to set the trader up compared to the Moonshiner. With the Moonshiner, you can head over to the Moonshine Shack, go downstairs, order Moonshine mash, and then add flavoring, and then you just need to wait around 50 minutes. With the trader, you need to hunt, you need to find animals and use those animals to donate to cribs, which will give you materials. You will then need to either order supplies or go on a resupply mission, which does take even more time, but once that is done, that is when your trader is set up. And once it is all maxed out, the trader does offer more money, but at this stage, it just takes a lot more time. So if you can go skip straight to the Moonshiner, it works out being a lot better for you. You can then set up the Moonshiner to work in the background, and you'll go through these collector sets as what we mentioned earlier. And if you really want, you can just keep this rotation going. If you keep on going through this, eventually you will be able to hit $100,000 within Red Dead Online. But if you do want to speed things up a bit, this is where we take it to the next step again. And for this, you're going to need a lot of gold, because you need to buy into both the naturalist and the trader. Remember about a minute or two ago where I said the trader is a lot more work compared to the Moonshiner, so that's why we're going for the Moonshiner first. Well, that doesn't mean that the trader is bad, it just means that you need to do a few extra steps. And the easiest way for you to take those steps is actually to buy the naturalist, where you can find legendary animals once you reach rank 5, and you can head over to Harriet, go and do those legendary animal missions, and you're able to kill, skin, and then also donate those pelts to cribs. And this will give you around 5 to 10 times as many materials compared to if you got any other type of animal within the game. Typically, it will take around 2 legendary animals to get a max bar, a full lot of materials over at your camp. And with a full bar of materials, you're able to create 50 goods. So you would need a total of 4 legendary animals to get 100 goods, completely max out the trader. And this makes things so much more easier. But it's only worth going through this trader once you have the naturalist unlocked. So you will need to buy the naturalist, which costs 25 gold bars, plus on top of that you'll need 15 gold bars to then go into the trader. Now you have a rotation of where you'll get legendary animals, donate them to cribs can then use them to go and create goods. And whilst that's happening, you'll head over to the Moonshiner, set up the Moonshiner where Marcel will create Moonshine, and then that's when you can be active and spend the next 50 minutes just going through the collector sets in the order in which we said earlier. As soon as those 50 minutes are up, you'll head back to the trader to either resupply or do a sell delivery, and then you'll go over to the Moonshiner to sell your moonshine and then also resupply again to go through this whole cycle again. And that just leaves the bounty hunter being the only role that you haven't bought into. And if you are still looking to make money, just leave the bounty hunter. You really do not need it. The only benefit to the bounty hunter is that you're able to get gold. This is why the order in which you go through these roles all depends on what your overall goal is. Because if you was looking to earn gold within Red Dead Online, then you would instantly start with the bounty hunter. But as we are looking for cash, it just does not fit within our rotation. Anyway guys, this is a step-by-step guide on how you can go from zero starting Red Dead all the way to earning over $100,000 within Red Dead Online. If you do have any questions about anything, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see ya.